Alright, well, that means we are on to the last station. And, well, we're almost done in that case. Of course, we've had to, go to 3 previous stations in order to actually get access to this Atlas station. That looked almost like a turret for a second. Make sure we don't accidentally hop straight into one of those. That would be unfortunate. But,
geographic conditions indicate an aesthetically pleasing view nearby. Organic life forms may wish to take note.
more of the dinos? The flyy dinos? Not entirely sure which aesthetically pleasing view you may be referring to here, but, I mean, there's a non-zero chance that there are additional data packets here, in this segment, in between these stations, although I don't necessarily think so. In fact, we're actually going farther away from where we're supposed to go. So I actually, come to think of it, I suppose that means if you really wanted to, you could go back and find wherever those data packets are, even after completing that previous one, Prometheus Station. Is there... this, I think we were up here previously, and this is where we found the first one. Fairly certain. This does look familiar. I think we're just... No? Oh, hold on. This is not the same one. Not the same one. Confirmed. I was gonna say, perhaps we were just coming at it from a different angle. Then the turret popped up, and I realized that that statement was incorrect. So, I mean, if we can do it, and we see where the stuff is to make it happen, then why not, I suppose? We still need, I think, one more even after this. Did that even hit anything? I'm not sure if it did. Because I definitely don't want to be taking the fire from 2 of these turrets simultaneously. We'll not be long for this world if we do that. So I'm trying to be particularly cautious on this occasion. Just poke at one of them, and if we can at least get this first one down, then I think that'll make it a little bit more feasible. Perhaps be slightly more aggressive, but as we were saying before, I think, generally speaking, name of the game with the Hammerhead here is to be cautious, play patiently. Don't try to outgun too many people, because if you do, guess what? You'll be the one getting outgunned. Okay, that turret, if it isn't down, is very close to being down. Is it? Okay, it is. It is. Now we can focus on that guy. As I was saying, theoretically, maybe able to be slightly more aggressive here. There's only one of them up. So it would help to really land like any of these rockets at all. Oh, you are still hitting us. A little more range than I gave you credit for. I should hit with any of those, to be honest with you. Hello? Yeah, we got several of those that time, fortunately. Almost. 1, 2 more of these. In series should do the trick. There we go. Nice. And that means we should be able to take this now. Will be packet, I believe, 5 of 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Anything else over here? And hiding down here? Hold on. Surprised we can go down here. Which does make you wonder, is there anything of interest down here? And the answer to that question is, I believe, a resounding no. But the thing is, now with this last one, I am not sure where it is, and so we could find ourselves running around for quite a bit trying to find it. So, you know, if we happen to come across it, great. If not, now, then I would say let's not make that a huge point of trying to pick it up, just because, you know, as I was saying, it is, don't think it is strictly necessary here. It doesn't really serve any direct purpose in Legendary Edition. That was one data packet over in this direction where we had not previously been. Is there any other areas where we obviously had not yet gone? That's where we started, was it not? Yeah. There's definitely not going to be anything over there, I don't think. I'm actually surprised how close that packet was to our starting spot in that case, come to think of it. Nothing like just casually hidden down here. No, pretty sure we tried that spot already. Yeah, in that case, maybe we start heading more toward Atlas Station, and if we happen to come across something along the way, then awesome. If not, then, yeah, so be it. Let's see, it seems to be pointing us on the opposite side of this rock. Get over there. Doesn't seem like it. Got the speed when we do the boost, of course. Is this where we arrived at the other station, though? I think it is. This is actually, this is the station that we just went to.
Initiating emergency reset.
That's like, that's not where you're supposed to go. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, be that way. We'll go your way, then. You can go your own way. I'd just like to know. Looks like we need to go a little further before we can go closer. We basically need to go around this. We are basically doing an exact reverse of what we were just doing. Except this time, rather than going over there, we're going through here. And now we may be looking to go through that waterfall-y area that we were eyeing previously. Okay, never mind. It does not want us to go here at all. Thought we tried doing this, and then Hammerhead did not want to go through the waterfall at all. But maybe that was just because... Oh no, we saw this. In fact, this was the station. Oh! Well, we had been here previously, as I was saying. There was a packet here. But, alas, the question remains. Do we go out looking for that last packet, or do we say, yeah, enough is enough? Who needs it? We don't really want it. I feel like there is one remaining. It may be closer to the volcanic station. And, you know, if we're talking about, like, going out and doing more of the Frogger stuff, then, yeah, you know, I'm probably not terribly interested in going to jump through all those hoops just to make it happen for an arbitrary distinction that is not even a distinction. So, let's go. Go in and complete the mission. In that case, this is not the waterfall we're looking for, is it? The real waterfall is in another castle. Ow. Okay, this is where we're looking to go, so let's head out. Okay, so we are reselecting our squad here, and this one's interesting. We technically, I think we may end up choosing the same team that we just went with, but for different reasons. For different reasons than why we just took them in the previous one. Yes, sure. Zaid plus Miranda gives us a nice way to load up on some damage against synthetics, specifically with all their shields. Or Geth, specifically with all their shields. But there are other reasons that I won't mention just yet as to why we might want to take them at this stage that differ from why we took them last time. Though for Shepard, might break the cane back out. Might break the cane back out. Let's do it. Of course, the time we used it previously was for for a specific purpose where using the cane to wipe out 3 Yemmer mechs simultaneously to get the smuggling mission completed without them destroying any crates, there was very, there's a justifiable reason for having done that. And we wanted to destroy all the mechs before they destroyed any of the crates. And if we don't use the cane, then that's a very difficult thing to do. But this time round, let's just say, it might just be a little more cheesy. But we'll see. We may not use it, of course. As with any heavy weapon situation, it's a matter of, does it feel necessary? If so, then break it out. If not, then maybe you can get by without it. But anyways. All right.
Looks like you're in, Commander. Good. I'm getting some troubling readings here, though. The VI is trying to upload its program directly from your location. Get to the server room and shut down the core before it can...
Or can what? Care to explain? All right, let's see what the official mission says now. The lockdown at Atlas Station has been canceled. The rogue VI there must be shut down. So we've gotten to all these other stations. Now we need to find the actual server room to shut down the VI program. So this is it. We've been building up to this opportunity. Let's save here now that we are on Atlas Station. And remember previously I was talking about how there's the annoying VI sound whenever it pops up on one of those screens or what have you. My guess is that all the times when that's going to be, goose bump inducing, hair on the back of your neck raising, really obnoxious, this may be the worst. So, again, be forewarned, you might want to turn down your volume a little bit, especially if you're wearing headphones. This is just... I'm not entirely sure about that, but based on my memory of that being a thing, and based on how we're actually going after the VI here, that may be the case. Let's see what the deal is here with this damaged machinery. Oh!
Grasp of mathematics. It seems serendipity is alive and well in the 22nd century.
So, your brother was the person used... So your brother was the person used for this experiment specifically because he was autistic, and so his mind was more well-suited for this type of situation? Did he volunteer? Or did you force him to do this? Because that, I don't know. I don't know. It raises some questions. Okay. No signs of enemies here. But, definitely going to proceed with caution. Can we make it in there? I'm assuming that's the main way. What if we... Yeah? Oh. Okay. Well, I wanted to go in there. Can we still go in there? Maybe not. Apparently, maybe not. Oh, now we can't. Well, that doesn't look good. Okay, door. Alrighty then. Sure. Why not? Pick a door, any door. No signs of enemies, but this doesn't look like a happy room.
Octolog 157.8. Unless he sees results, the elusive man is shutting us down next week. I have no choice. I'm going to tap David directly into the Geth neural network and see if he can influence them. The danger danger should be negligible. David might even enjoy it.
Oh, so you're getting shut down. You were basically, at risk of losing your job, and then you said, all right, to heck with ethics. Why not just, throw all caution to the wind and hook up my brother directly to the Geth? What could possibly go wrong? Downsides, what could they possibly be? He might actually enjoy it. Wow. You are a piece of work. Alright, no enemies. Medkit for some credits, if nothing else. Computer hardware for some significantly more credits. Okay. Go in here? Or to the side? Doesn't look like it. Without over to this side. Don't think so. I think we're just pressing onward here. Lab elevator. Summoned to 7th floor. Okay.
Arriving at level 2.
That's not level 7.
Arriving at level 4.
It's going up in increments of 2. Which means it will never reach 7. Can we change how it is going up or down levels? Or can we get to a different level? Oh, hold on. What do we have here? We have an M1 console? Anything else like that on this side? What is the deal with that, I ask? Why does it have a 4 on it?
Arriving at level 3.
Oh! Okay, well now if you're on an odd number, that certainly helps. Now we can make it work.
Arriving at level 5.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking out loud here, but maybe we save before this, cause just guessing. Thinking, this elevator? Probably not empty.
Arriving at level 7.
Be right there.
Got your back.
Hello! That's a Geth Prime. Alright, let's see. There are a lot of enemies over there. Suppose it's not a terrible time to try to throw something big at them. Something big AoE. But, oh, we did not activate our disruptor ammo, did we? We need to reset that. That's unfortunate. Certainly would have given us some extra damage here. Okay, the Prime is now down to just its armor now, which means that the warp from Miranda is now the best option here. But it is fast, and it is looking to close on us fairly quickly here, I think. We might even need to fall back further. Let's see. If we can, disruptor ammo is not going to be a huge deal now, but it does give extra damage to synthetics automatically. We maybe don't want to be popping up when it's doing that. Also, we may be kind of screwed, like right now. We may need to charge, otherwise we may be dead. As much as I hate that. We're dead. Yep, that was, I think we just got caught out in the open in a way that we did not want to get caught out in the open. And as I said, the Prime is fast. So it closed us down and started flanking us very quickly. And we either need to deal more damage to it more quickly so that once it does get to that flanking position, we can take it out. Or we just need to be quicker to fall back. And I started to do it, and then we took enough damage that it was like, okay, well, if we don't charge to get shields back, we're just dead. So I said, okay, charge in, get shields back. Maybe that staggers it enough that we can buy ourselves some time to rush back and then try to use Miranda's warp to stagger it further, but even then, not enough. So let's reload in that case. We did conveniently save just before doing this, I think. So what I'm thinking is, what we do here is, it's one thing to back up here, yes, but to buy ourselves some more time, if we should still be able to shoot it from here, I think. And then that gives us gives us more time before it will actually reach us. And then Gives us a cleaner way to get back to this spot, which I think is going to be much safer still. Just, I mean, we hit it from here. It's not going to be the easiest thing, so I don't think we necessarily want to be taking up that position long term. Oh. Not even see this. What is this?
System malfunction.
Oh, it sets it down to level 0. Okay, so that kind of resets things. Gotcha. So there are various ways in which you get it up to level 7. That sets it down to 0. That changes it by 1 number, or yeah, that's why it says 1, I suppose. This... I'm not sure what that is.
Resetting elevator.
Also, resets it? Okay, sure. But, we still need you on an odd number. Let's do this.
Resetting elevator.
Oh. Well, now we've done it.
Resetting elevator.
Yes, I get it. The elevator has been reset, but can it please move now?
Arriving at level 2.
Okay. Now it's at level 2. Yeah, so it's, you know, it's a little,
Arriving at level 1.
little glitched. Back down to level 1, or maybe it just sets it to level 1. But either
Arriving
way,
at level 3.
does put it on the odd number so we can make this happen.
Arriving at level 5.
And we do have some time when we do get it up to level 7 to run away,
Arriving at level 7.
which we will now proceed to do.
Gotcha.
With you.
That was supposed to be back on me, not specifically
Loud and
taking
clear.
cover over there.
You bet.
Let's try going all the way back here if we can.
You
Guys,
bet.
back here. Like,
back.
specifically back there.
Me, Shepard.
Look at how fast this Prime is. It's so fast.
Here we go. What?
Oh, we forgot to... Did we activate Squad Disruptor? Saeed might have done it of his own accord here. Okay. That's at least the shield's down. Miranda, wasn't Miranda on this side before? Now Miranda's on this side? Excuse me. We're all ready to hit him with the warp.
Now let's finish you off.
Still closing in on us more than I'd like it to be, but we can get rid of the armor. We have now done. Then we can start to do things like concussive shot,
This'll put him down.
knock you down. We do things like shockwave, knock you over further. Although with a big, huge prime, it's not making a huge difference, but it is down. Okay, so that should make things considerably easier here now, because that was, of course, the big enemy, and especially since it was rushing us down like that. This is not a good place to be standing, though.
Enemies in front.
Yes, you are correct about that. In fact, some couldn't even literally save shotgun ammo. I hit you with any of these. Overload you. Gonna warp back, of course, and just use our overload. Or Miranda's overload. Got one down. Oh, hello. Can overload you, though. Okay. Now that appears to be the last of them in this room. Okay. So, caught us a little bit in the first time round when we got stuck up here, but definitely better cover spot back there where you just have a little more time. Even then, you saw how fast that prime closed us down. So, that's serious business. Out of curiosity, yeah, interestingly, see, we can't save in here. We can save out here. That was the thing in Mass Effect 1, where for whatever reason you were not able to save in elevators. I don't know if it, like, is confused and doesn't... Hello, Saeed. And doesn't know if you're technically in the first floor or the second floor. Okay, we'll see if we have friends here. It looks like we may, based on... Oh, this is the wrong weapon he's trying to charge up, though. Okay. Very funny. Very funny, David. Even lost shields in the process. How dare you? Oh, I don't know how much of that you could hear, but basically said I don't care about my brother at all. I'm gonna do this thing because I have to try. Take some palladium, our computer to hack, and let's just see. We have a damaged Geth as well.
This might be useful.
Warning.
Ooh.
Decelerator
Heavy skin
online.
weave.
Serious injury may occur.
Yeah, you don't say. You know, we were just attacked. Now, let's... Got the ammo. Let's hack this thing. Okay. Got... Oh, no! That immediately stopped us? And we're locked out? Oh. Okay, so I'm not a fan of that. So, I saw the code that we were looking for, and I immediately made a move for it, but apparently there was a red do not cross this one in the way. And anytime, you know, you have the mess up and you can't do it again, it doesn't sit well with me, especially like that, where it's like, okay, well, thanks, you know? Just missed out on, what was it, like 2,000 something credits? Like, alright, you know, lovely. We could reload a save, but we'll carry on. Very funny. It is now no longer this door, it is this door. And, well, we've got a VI server console. That certainly sounds important. Let's check it out.
Get ready. I wouldn't be surprised if this button summoned a Reaper.
Brace yourselves. For annoying noises. Oh, so we're locked in here. Lovely. Okay. And as you may remember, Shepard, post-revival, has some cybernetics in him. So, perhaps using those, we have been brought into an alternate virtual reality. And, well... that means we need to escape this virtual environment by destroying the rogue VI. We could tell what that said. Ooh, hello, friends. Guess what? We've got Geth. And, notably, for this part of the mission, we are by ourselves. Kasumi and Zaid, they were locked back there in the previous area. And the reason why I brought Kasumi and Zaid, as I was saying before, is different than why we took them in the previous mission. The reason for, Miranda and Zaid is because Miranda, with her passive ability, also gives us additional health. So that's helpful. And then Zaid can give us the disruptor ammo, which, against Geth in particular, it's also a nice thing to have. Especially because, well, damage to shields is otherwise a little bit tricky for us. Oh, and that almost killed us. Wow. Yeah. Give us a second here. But, we are blowing through ammo on this shotgun quickly, of course, and I'd rather not do that. So we can take out one of these Geth at a time, that'd be great. So I would like to try to separate you out, if possible. And ideally not wait so long as for your shields to go back up. We could pull you. It's not a bad idea. Try to get them separated here. If possible. Maybe. Ooh. that one that has the shields down. Heavy pistol instead. As we are seeing, even this first room here, proving a little bit difficult. This is just a nasty corner. And one of them down should make matters a little bit more straightforward. But goodness, if this is any indication of what's to come here, then we are perhaps in some trouble. And this is what I was talking about earlier, where we rely pretty heavily on our weapons to deal our damage. And that can be problematic, because it means we are very reliant on having ammo. Probably should have put on... Yeah, we don't have disruptor ammo on this, on any other weapon, which is very unfortunate. That's the reason why we brought Zaid, was so that he could give us the additional damage to shields, which we have in our shotgun. We don't have it on any other weapon. I mean, we can break it out here, but it is, of course, a limited supply, but it is very effective. Let's start it. Oh, that is not the melee button, as it turns out. Oh yeah. There we go. Fortunately, an ammo clip. But as I was saying, if that's any indication of what we're going to find ourselves running into, then this is going to be a big, big challenge. Those were just 3 normal death, mind you. Normal troopers, not even special units of any variety. Take a look over there, but
Square root of 906.01 is 30.1. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2.
Time on this project is running out. There are no options left. How to get the guest's attention?
The robot says hello.
Eureka, David. You're a miracle worker.
The disturbance. We can examine it. In fact, there are several disturbances we can examine, but before we do that, check out this stuff here, and there are some good troopers over there. It does make you wonder if perhaps we take a quick shot at them while we get the chance. Let's see.
David, I want you to order the Geth to take a step forward.
How does he do it?
Good question.
David is a mathematical savant. His autistic mind can interpret the Geth language at its most basic form and mimic their phonetics, with his photographic memory cross-referencing the meaning as a snap. He's literally a human computer.
And you think he can interface with the Geth's neural network?
I do.
Is that even safe, Doctor?
No.
I see no harm in finding out.
Oh, really? What could possibly go wrong? Well, I mean... Can we examine this first?
Square root of 906.01 is 30.1.
This is one that we saw previously.
912.04 is 30.2.
David, can you repeat my notes from Thursday's experiment?
Maybe not.
Square root of 918.09 is 30.3.
David, please pay attention.
Loud. It's getting loud in here.
I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that. Would you mind repeating my notes from Thursday's experiment?
Log 137.3. The experiment yielded no discernible patterns of Geth obedience. End dictation now, David. Hell, the elusive man will have my head for this.
Oof.
Thank you. And how are you feeling today?
Square root of 924.16 is 30.4. Earplugs will be good.
I agree with this mission. Okay, I think we found everything in this room. There are, of course, those Geth next to a Geth hub, which I believe we can make go boom. Except they aren't dead yet. unfortunately. If you could actually charge the enemy that I said to charge, I would greatly appreciate that. Because you didn't do it. And now we're dead. Okay. So that's great. Love that. Just love that. Alright, we have an autosave. I'm thinking this is probably right at the beginning of where we went all VI mode. Oh no, it's actually in this room. Okay. Okay. So, do we still have these disturbances? We can. We can examine them. I'm actually not sure if we try to activate one while the other is active. Apparently we cannot do anything. In which case, let's make sure that while we are seeing this stuff, pick these things up.
His autistic mind can interpret the Geth language at its most basic form and mimic their phonetics, with his photographic memory cross-referencing the meaning as a snap.
So I don't
Literally a human
think we
computer.
need to listen
You think
to
he
it
can
again.
interface with the Geth's neural network?
I do.
Is that even safe, Doctor?
I don't see what could go wrong. And then David, Wiz, attached to the Wiz, the VI basically, is, or at least a part of it. It's like, oh, I'm not a huge fan of what you did there. And we have this one, we'll do it. This one might be a little bit faster, but
Square root of 912.04 is 30.6.
so there's the Geth over there, there's the Geth hub, which dealt, like, dealt a pretty sizable amount of damage to them, and obviously wasn't enough to actually take them out. But, then we just got caught out of cover and got taken out when I was trying to charge them. So I think what we'll probably do is just prioritize taking cover over trying to charge them, and try to be in a better position to begin with. I think I got a little bit greedy and thought that perhaps we were going to have enough damage with that explosion to just take them out immediately. Alas, we did not.
Man will have my head for this.
Thank you. And how are you feeling today?
Square root of 924.16 is 30.4. Earplugs will be good.
Yeah, so these guys here, so we basically were like standing right up to this and shot it and then had no cover and they immediately took us down. So like if we go here, for example, oh, there's actually, are there 3 of them there? I thought there were only 2. No, there are definitely 3. Okay. And if we look at our map, is actually telling us to go back, maybe even through this area here, but it's telling us to go in that general direction. So, like, can we even go here, where there appear to be more dead people? Don't think so. Don't think so. It's like, this may technically not be necessary, to tell you the truth. But let's, oh, that's not what I meant to do. I thought we were on the shotgun, so I thought I was charging up that shot. Alas, I was not. We do this, and this time, we have a much better answer, or at least we have much better cover. Shouldn't be nearly as big of a problem. Shockwave that guy. Not even sure. These guys presumably can break through the glass, I suppose. But, pull one of these out. Kinda, sorta. And then we shockwave it. Which didn't really work as intended. But in theory, there is some combo there that we can try to do. It was actually this guy, so maybe he took some additional damage from it. Sure. Gonna be enough to take you out? It was. Okay. It's one of the 3 down. Again, we're basically just looking at, just looking at base Geth troopers here. But, when we're fighting solo like this, it does make matters a little more complicated still. Not quite enough to take you out, unfortunately. I missed that. Might be able to hit you through this. I think we can. Come on. We shall see if that's enough to destroy it. It was. Oh, you have shields back. I don't like that. Definitely don't like that. Please come back. You could pop out. That'd be lovely. So preferably when I'm ready for you to pop out. Okay, so we are back to full ammo. Let's go back to the shotgun. Let's see if there's anything in here, which does appear as though there is. So, although these guys may technically be optional, you can at least get medkit, for, well, in this case, just 100 credits. But, that's the death terminal that we exploded. Or a wall save, okay. Giving us 2,000 plus credits, so definitely worth it in that case. Let's see. We are supposed to go in this... Oh! We are supposed to go in this direction. I think we're going to save frequently, because as we were saying, even the most basic of encounters can get rather tricky. VI connection, you say? Let's break it. Does move around a bit. Hold on. Oh, the SMG. There we go. Or death? Or not? Currently not. There is ammo up here. Whatever that's worth. Elevator controls, you say? Last time we operated an elevator, we had a welcoming party of some Geth Prime, or a Geth Prime, and some friends along with them. So, not terribly keen on letting you up through that. Let's see, we have Palladium again. We had some power cells, which, pretty sure, yeah, that's full power for full ammo for the cane. It's not gonna really affect much other than just giving us the ammo. Or rather, just giving us the extra 100 credits, like so. And I think we go for this, but we prepare ourselves for... Where is this elevator? Right here. Probably prepare ourselves for more Geth showing up. So, once again, I would have saved. Technically in the elevator, maybe we were. But,
Warning. Elevator exceeds
yeah, that probably means there's
maximum weight capacity.
people on the elevator. Actually, is that the elevator there? That is the elevator right there. In fact, I thought it was that. I think it's that. Let's immediately retreat. And switch back over. Ooh, we have a hunter. That's a problem. That's a big problem. Please go away. Fuck, that miss. How did that miss? Top gravy again. Switch weapons, finish you off something else if we have to. Try to save the shotgun ammo if we can. Okay, so that was a hunter. We have a rocket trooper and we have another rocket trooper. So, weaker, yes, in terms of their survivability, but can dish out some serious damage here. If we had Saeed's ammo, we could definitely one-shot them. It looks like we still can, at least if we fully charge this up. Okay. So that's good. Took care of business there. What might have otherwise been a difficult encounter. Just some stronger Geth. I mean, we were talking about how we were struggling with just the base Geth, but I think the primary issue there was just the lack of cover and the poor angle from which we had to engage, whereas that time we had much better line of sight on them. Much better cover. So, okay. Now we can go down. And again, I'm just going to save every possible opportunity here.
Square root of 906.01 is 30.1. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2.
We're ready. Open a connection to the Geth network.
Uh-oh.
No! Tell the Geth to stand down! Quiet, please make it stop!
Oh. Okay, so by the way, so here's the boss fight. And as it turns out, so David here, as you may remember them saying at the beginning of this mission, is has taken notice of Normandy and is trying to upload this VI himself, this virus, whatever you want to call it, into the Normandy. into the Normandy. Now, sure, I mean, Edie is an AI herself, but that's probably not a good thing. And so, this upload, if it completes, will mean that we get a failure, mission failure. In order to stop it, it means that we need to shoot these things, the VI connections. So, let's switch back over to our SMD, because I think this actually was proving to be pretty helpful for this. And if it gets all the way over to the other side, then it will start to upload past 0%. And now, once we do that, the shields break down and we can attack the VI core. At least for a while. However, after a certain amount of time, the shields will go back up. Now, the thing is, there is an easy way out of this. You may remember, we brought a very specific weapon. We did bring a very specific weapon. This might kill us, or it will instantly win. So that's our cheese solution. And, again, warning, disturbing images.
Quiet. Please, make it stop.
Wait! Commander! I'm begging you. Don't do anything rash.
Excuse me? Anything rash? You are the last person to tell us what we should and should not do. But, yeah, so I deliberately did bring the cane for the purposes of, well, annihilating the boss, because yes, we did in fact basically one-shot him. Did need to get rid of the VI upload the first time around, but just to talk about a little bit what would have happened had we not gone that route, it would have basically done, I think, 3 different sets of that, where we would have had, the first time it was just one of those little orbs that we had to shoot and prevent it from reaching the other side, and then once we destroyed it, the shields went down, we could attack David, / the VI, but with subsequent rounds, there'd be additional copies of those, and there would be Geth that start to attack us as well, and, well, in case you couldn't tell, not the biggest fan of this mission, and so I did deliberately bring the cane so that we could, you know, maybe make it not quite as long, but at least gave you the chance to see what the very basics of that fight are all about. But, anyways, back to this whole matter at hand. This is an atrocity indeed.
Rash? Like forcing your own brother into an experiment?
I know how this must look, but I never intended any harm to come to him. You must believe.
Oh no, we heard your logs.
It's not like I planned this.
You
It
did.
was an accident.
No, you just
Seeing
ignored
David
any
communicate
possible
with the Geth,
concern.
it all seemed harmless.
Absolutely not. It's totally, completely ignored any and all possible ramifications for his actions. People were like, hey, couldn't something bad happen if you do? No, what could possibly go wrong? We won't know until we try. I don't know. Use your brain for 2 seconds to think about what could possibly go wrong.
And before you knew it, you were running your own private hell.
I had no choice. The demands were incredible. The elusive man doesn't broker failure. Any war we fight with the Geth will be bloody. I was asked to find a way to avoid that.
And you failed.
And how many have already died for this project?
More souls than will ever forgive me. But I won't apologize for radical ideas. If my work spares 1 million mothers mourning the loss of 1 million sons, my conscience will rest easy.
And, you know, you just subjected your brother, seemingly unwillingly, to this horrible experiment that you undertook.
Look at him.
To make that happen?
Your brother will never be the same.
The damage may not be permanent. He might recover some semblance of his mind.
Some semblance of his mind? Are you serious right now? It's not that bad. Look at it, he's fine. He's fine. Really? He's fine.
So you'll sacrifice your brother's happiness for your own ambition.
Square root of 906.01 equals
30.1. What I've done to David is unethical. If he dies, it's unforgivable. Let me take care of him. Please.
quiet. Please make it stop.
So here's the thing. You may suddenly have had this epiphany and be trying to make up for your mistakes. But that being said, you just did the absolutely monstrous things to your brother. And now you expect us to just turn right around and say, "Ah, no, you said you're sorry. You know, clearly you've changed your ways and you'll be fine now. You know, we can just leave this guy that you just tortured extensively in the most gruesome way possible and let you do your own thing, and surely nothing bad's gonna happen, right?" No. David's coming with us. We can't exactly trust you after you did this.
I've seen enough of your cruelty to know he'll never be free from it here. I'm taking him away.
No, leave him! He's too valuable!
Excuse me?
You even think about coming after your brother, and this bullet will be waiting for you. Then we'll see who's valuable.
And one of the most
Where will you take him?
renegade possible Paragon
Grissom Academy.
reactions.
They can help special cases like David, minus the torture. Joker, contact the Academy and let them know we've got someone who needs their help.
Aye, aye, Commander.
The elusive man can fire me if he doesn't like it.
Square root of 912.04 is 30.2. It all seemed harmless. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2. It all seemed harmless.
And he's repeating what his brother said. It all seemed harmless.
Is 30.2.
Not an excuse.
It all seemed harmless.
And with that, we've now completed the Overlord DLC. All of those missions, all tied to that same overarching objective to shut down that VI, which, of course, was not only electronic, but also had a human hooked up to it in David. And so the rogue VI was successfully shut down, but the test subject was taken to a non-Cerberus facility for care. While this is a considerable setback for Cerberus, Dr. Archer's research will be instrumental in devising a safer approach to controlling the Geth. And, as I was saying, definitely, might be on the bottom of my list in terms of my preference of missions in Mass Effect 2, so yes, I am happy to have it done and dusted in some ways, but, of course, there is still something to be said for the various, things that we got done along the way, like picking up 250 experience, getting this upgrade to give us plus 20% health for Shepard. That sounds great to me. Strong synthetic fibers can be woven through the skin, dramatically reducing damage taken for most attacks. These fibers also act as a metagel conduit, improving healing. Then, credits. As we were saying, we did miss out on one of those hacking terminals, which I was displeased about, given how we did not have the chance to try it again, and it immediately booted me out when I immediately moved to one of the red do not cross ones without even seeing everything fully load in, which felt a little unforgiving. But alas, we still get a decent number of credits from it, and then some palladium as well.